We apologize for the late start. It's time for the start of the OMA Chase here in Las Vegas. Green flag is out. We're racing here in Sin City. Noah Larson leads us to the green. Down on the turn one, you're going to see the number 41 trying to pull ahead here. Gen 6 racing's a lot different from the next gen, a lot more focused on draft than it is its Gen 7 counterpart. Tonight, I'm joined by Mike, sorry, Gen 7 counterpart.
Sorry, force a habit for him.
All right. Oh, I need screen share.
See Noah kind of slipping up the track a little bit there. You see he's trying to block the 24 of Riley Ogle. Dryling 3 wide. They are 3 wide down the back straightaway.
Screen share. Thank you.
Ogle takes it. Larson slipping back in the middle lane. Hopefully he does not lose it coming off turn 4. Little bit arrow challenge there for him to hang on to that race car.
Now we got 3 wide going into turn 1. Noah Larson shoves Victor all the way up the racetrack. That's going to cost him a few spots and going to fall outside the top 5 now. Single file, everybody.
Single file now. Kind of just depends on really how guys are going to range here for the rest of this one. Don't want to push your tires too hard early. Definitely want to start saving a little bit. Some guys using the outside trying to get some clean air up there. I'm still working on everything, so just folks will just have to work with me here and just give me just a sec.
Yeah. Oh, we got a little bit of jostling around there outside the top 5. Victor and Noah going back at it once again. Victor trying to use that top line to get around the 41, but just not enough. Just these cars sometimes just, if you're not able to get them quite fast enough, it can be kind of hard to make moves around the outside. But that's why there's a beautiful art to driving these race cars. Also, nice wallpaper.
Thanks. I'm still, again, like I said, I'm still trying to work on everything.
Yeah. Well, I guess since we have a quick moment, compared to the Gen 7, like you were saying, Carter, the Gen 6's car, along with, honestly, any other stock car that NASCAR's run, it's a lot like you got to hang these cars out. You got to, like, hang it out on the rear. You're kind of just driving it, almost like you're drifting it a little bit. Sort of, but not really. Just kind of how the car's designed. But with the Gen 7, these cars are a lot more tighter. They're a lot more aero-sensitive. And more of the weight is distributed, so you really have to manhandle the Gen 7 because it's more focused on the front of the car instead of the rear.
No, you're definitely right on that end. It's all dependent. Well, I also like to say, you know, horsepower plays such a big thing in here. And when
Noah all the way up the track, almost in the wall.
Yeah, and I believe we are running 550 tonight, at least. That's the bare minimum we're running. So that's kind of where, you know, that's like the question of, well, how much horsepower do we have? And that's the biggest difference from car to car if you actually take a look at it. Like, you know, our normal horsepower in the Cup Series today with the next gen car is not like that at all. We have 670 and we are able to
whoa. Get a little squirrely in the back.
I would say the racing's definitely going to be harder for these guys tonight specifically.
Yeah, I would say as a driver, it's probably easier compared to like something like the Gen 7 or even a past race car, but it's going to be challenging to make moves, though, if that makes any sense. Driving the race car, not as easier, but making gains is going to be more challenging. That's what I'm trying to say is, despite all the things about Dirty Air, whatever, we got a lot of jostling around between like 4th and 7th as Victor makes his way into the top 5, trying to pass the 90 of Nathan for 4th. Right, that's Nathan. I'm trying to remember my OMA drivers.
Yeah, we're working on it right now. Hopefully we're going to bow. You guys have a ticker on your screen, which is great. That's what my goal was here. Now it's just about getting the rest set up. Michael, you can continue talking.
No, I kind of finished my statement. Oh, it's the Matt Kenseth throwback all the way up in the wall. I can't tell who's. I'm assuming they're driving the 17. I can't tell if that is Tim or not. I don't know.
Oh.
Well, no, I think Tim's driving his Coca-Cola car, and Nathan hits the wall.
I apologize for the image on screen. Oh, sliding. Dylan Dreiling trying to hang on to it. He will. I think he just got a little bit too comfortable there, and that's kind of what happens. You get a little bit too comfortable with these cars, and, you know, you're going to start slipping a little bit. You got to stay on edge.
Yeah. Also, I want to confirm the pink car. That is James Mendez.
All right, James Mendez. That's good to know.
Riley Ogle, he's led all the laps so far, I believe. I don't really think he's lost the lead yet. He's been sitting pretty right now, but, I mean, we're only, what, like 13, 14 laps into this race. So, definitely a lot of time left, but so far, smooth sailing for that 24 car.
Michael, why don't you go
3 wide, watch out, watch out!
Oh,
Matthew
we're gonna
Green's
crash in
around.
the back.
Victor gets turned as well.
Crash in the back, I
Heavy
apologize.
damage.
I don't have... I'm trying to find my camera button.
I saw, while you're doing that, I saw heavy damage to Victor. He's definitely going to have to use a fast repair. Saw that front end was completely smashed in. Oh, I should probably, like, share this or something.
We're going to go take a look back. Victor Bassiani already, he actually had to tow. So that is not good for the 34. Let's go ahead and get a replay on that.
Oh, there's live chat. Oh, no.
And, oh, bam, a big hit.
That's a hard... Look at the 99. Once again, my driver names are blanking, but the 99 split the middle. That was just pure luck right there, but impressive wreck avoidance, though. I mean, just the seas parted for him.
Noah is
Please.
Mateo's
Hold on.
designed...
Carter, please tell me that the chat cannot hear... They cannot hear voice chat.
I don't believe so. I have that turned off.
Okay, good. Okay, well, I can hear it.
Oh, okay. That's weird. Why?
Yeah, and they just said some not very nice YouTube, but not very nice for YouTube things.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and I'm just gonna confirm that that's off. I don't believe I didn't hear anything. I have voice chat volume on, but I turned it all the way off just in case, but I didn't hear anything.
Hang on, I'm gonna figure it out.
If you
See
can,
if it sounds straight.
please, I'm gonna throw. Okay, never mind. He deafened. He's probably gonna go back and figure out some other stuff. We'll go analyze the.
Okay, I don't know why, but for some reason YouTube cannot hear driver chat. So thank goodness.
I turned it down. Either way, Nathan Barrow's still on pit road. James Mendez, bunch of other guys. Tim Moore, Noah Larson, all coming down pit road. 4 fresh Goodyears on the table, more than likely. But again, I don't know about that. Just gas and go, because remember, everybody, we only have limited tire sets, so that kind of will shake things up just a little bit here tonight. I apologize for the Iracing screen coming up on the thing. I apologize for my dog as well if he is barking in the back. He doesn't like to stay quiet when I, of course, have to do critical stuff. So
That's unfortunate. It'll be alright though. But yeah, so under caution, about like 20 laps into this race, so not really much has changed when it comes to Well, actually, let me excuse me. Let me rephrase that. When it comes to where we are in the race, not much is really different when it comes to how drivers are going to approach this. But we know that we had a few guys stay out. Nathan stayed out, I believe.
Nathan Barrows stayed out for sure.
Yeah, Nathan in the 90, because James is second. Actually, big shakeup. I think some guys took tires, some guys just took fuel only. Tim Moore up into third. This is his first race back since his suspension. So he's looking to get a win in the Squidward car. That's really funny. I love that.
All right. I was just getting all the... All right, got the link sent. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, I appreciate you sticking through with us through all this, all this stuff that's, you know, come up on screen, stuff like that. For me, it's just, this is my first time doing this by myself on this channel specifically, so we're still trying to work out the kinks, graphics, and all the other stuff, but it's time to finally get back going. Oh, hold on. Well, they've already gone back green, it looks like. And the caution has waved. I was on already play. Oops.
Ah, good job.
Yeah.
Go on, Fox.
I apologize. And Victor left the pits, and Ethan DeWeldy crashed in the back. Let's go ahead and get it. Oh, Riley Ogle into the wall. Noah Larson got turned and got plowed by Ethan DeWeldy in a massive crash. Oh, no. That is going to be probably big damage to the 15. And the 41. A lot of guys. Ogle just hit some sort of bump. I'm not sure what happened to him. Tim Brown got splitter damage as well, Michael.
Yeah, I saw that. Tough break for these guys. Wrecking already. Like, first big accident. Riley. I mean, it's weird how Riley just hit the wall and then everyone else is wrecking around them. Just very weird circumstances. Both the Zyron drivers involved, as we mentioned. That's unfortunate.
Michael, what's with the screenshot you sent me out of curiosity?
I'm trying to promote this to like say that I'm commentating something or whatever, so that maybe people will notice me or something. You were the first DM that popped up, so I could send this to my phone.
If that was anything specific.
No. Nobody was cheating or anything like that.
That'd be kind of funny though. You know what? Since we're under caution, we're gonna take a look at the replay one more time. But because we have time. Oh, this is perfect. I'm going to do that.
Is this for like thumbnail or something?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a thumbnail set up really quick.
Okay. Is the stream live right now?
Yeah, we are.
But like, can they hear all of us and all that stuff?
Yeah. So you can keep talking. We're about to go back to live here. Yeah, we're here. Here we are. So this is Nathan Barrows still out front.
Based off what we have going on, it looks like the field is once again doubling up. I'm not sure what lap we're on. If you could check that, Carter, if possible.
Oh yeah, sure.
Just to know where we are in the race.
Well, we'll get that information once we go back green here. Because it doesn't even tell me that right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm watching your stream on YouTube right now, mainly for engagement, but also so I know lap counter and everything else.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Also, I need to understand the context. Why do we have a few SpongeBob paint schemes?
I'm not sure about that. We'll have to get some information on that. Let's go back racing, though. Green flag waves here at Las Vegas. Barrows, great restart once again.
Not really much organization on the restart from these guys. Mendez up into second place. They're 2x2 behind them. And Barrows with the no tire strategy from a few cautions ago, so far working out for him.
Well, you never know when that's going to kind of come back and bite you in the butt. So you got to get out as fast as possible to a lead, but it's going to be hard to do that in the 550 until the tires start wearing. As you see, the number 92 rollover is back bumper. Mendez up to the top, sparking, and so is Dylan Dreiling, and he makes a move for the lead.
Almost cleared himself off the 90. A lot of action here for the lead. Dylan Dreiling had a good run at Talladega going last week before it all went in the garbage. Victor's kind of off the pace. I guess he's anticipating a wreck maybe. Or maybe he didn't get all of his damage repaired. We're not 100% sure. He does seem very slow, though. We'll have to get more information on that.
There's the 99. You see Noah Larson definitely took his fast repair. You see him making up spots. Barrows loose in front of him. Something's going on with the 90. He slips back, loses even more positions. Michael, I think those tires are starting to, you're going to have to pay the piper at some point. That's starting to affect him. Tim Brown! Almost.
Timmy.
Almost wrecked himself right there.
Yeah, well, as the 90 here, I mean, even with the 550 package, we're track position. Ethan DeWeldy kind of tagged all over there. The 90, I mean, you're going to pay the tire tax. I mean, with the 550 package, you're definitely going to be out front. And
there goes the 99 behind him. Tristan Murphy's wrecking. Big crash. DeWeldy's involved. Oh, he tags the wall. Tim Moore, another chase contender, smacks the wall, and the caution comes out once again. Wow.
Big trouble.
Big trouble.
Come on. It is just impossible for me to get my thought out, I guess.
No, that's how I feel in this league. I feel like we're always, if I'm trying to say something, we're going to crash. So, big crash here in the OMA VRC racing here at Las Vegas. I apologize for that. I got to fix that somehow.
Hey, it's not a bad thing, though, for the action cutting us off. That means we got a lot going on.
Keep you engaged, not wrong there.
Keep you on your toes. You got to watch.
Let's go ahead and get a, we'll go ahead and look at Tristan Murphy right in front of this 99. Oh, he tags the wall and then gets turned by DeWeldy.
No. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off like that. So I saw there was contact between the 15 and the 99. I think the 15 was trying to slot in line, just barely got the 99 loose. You just got to get a...
Oh, and then Tim got hit by Will. Oh, Ogle got tagged as well by DeWeldy. Not huge damage to the 15, the 24, just kind of light taps, but still not the situation you want to be in. You don't really want to be backwards down the back straightaway here, especially at Las Vegas. Actually, the 74 actually might have cleared himself right there.
If you want to look back at the 15, though, because I saw there was contact between him and the 99, just to verify that. Because I definitely saw...
We'll try to get a... we'll go to nose cam here.
Oh, this will be perfect.
He just kind of got him in, like, was tagging his corner, hit him, he got tagged to the wall, and he got turned.
Yeah, a little bit of damage there for the 15. Minor damage, so I don't think fast repair is going to be necessary.
Yeah, I would look at Tim Moore, because this is what interests me the most. Did Will get into him, or... Oh, what the... Just car let go. Something happened to that 74 down the back straightaway. Either way, we're under yellow here at Las Vegas. Noah Larson's your leader. After all those circumstances, we'll pull in Victor for an interview. Hey,
What?
buddy. Welcome.
No.
No.
What do you want?
Well, I'm pulling you in for an interview. This is what I'm supposed to do as a broadcaster or something.
I'm very angry.
I think we can tell.
I'm very annoyed at the young gentleman. I mean, I'm not even mad at Dylan because you can't really do much driving around Maddie half the time anyways. And then I got taken out by Maddie on the last restart if you want to look back at that.
Oh no, we saw it.
Yeah, I got spun, but I saved it. But I mean, like, jeez.
I will say on the last
Leave me
restart though,
alone.
just a quick question before we put you back in radio chat or whatever. Question about the restart. Were you just really slow, or were you trying to back off? Like, were you just knocking all your
I
damage
was just
repaired?
trying to chill. I'm trying to save 2 sets of tires right now, so I have them at the end of the race.
That makes sense. Because I was
Yeah.
like,
Because everyone else is taking tires twice now, I think.
did you have to take your fast repair out of curiosity?
I did, because I mean, I towed, the engine blew up.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. Well, not.
So you guys did see me get spun though, right? In the corner.
We're gonna go take a look at that here once we have.
I don't know if it was on
okay,
me or
Victor.
not.
No. So here's what happened. I did not realize I was still looking at your first crash, and I didn't realize we were still on the replay. So by the time I got back to live, yeah, you guys had already crashed again. So that's not fun. But I'm still working out. We're about to have the stream link for you. It's actually already there, so if you want to upload that, you can. Good luck. All right, time for Noah Larson and James Mendez lead us back to green here. Here we go, Michael. This is where things are going to get interesting. Crazy restarts here in 550. We know how that's going to change things here down the back straightaway. We're rolling clean. Blimp cam. Look at that. Michael, it's almost like a super speedway when we get all these restarts.
I mean, that's kind of the intention of the 550 package, try to create some sort of great value super speedway racing. Dylan Dreiling with a huge run, not really having anywhere to take it. He's just going to push Noah farther out into the lead, 41 out front.
41 out front here, but right now, it's all about a Dreiling get back to him. I'll switch camera angle, and now we have a thumbnail. Woo!
Heck yeah, man.
Well, and into 3 and 4, Barrows more than likely pit for tires there, or he might have stayed out down the back.
A3 has a run.
What'd you say?
A3's got a run. I'm just not sure if he was going to take it or not.
Well, it's more dangerous, in my opinion, to take it than to, you know, actually act on it. My bad. It's more dangerous to take it because, you know, you don't want to spin the guy in front of you, but you don't want to collect yourself in a crash to begin with. And total your car and stuff like that. We already know Noah Larson uses fast repair. You see ADP of Dylan Dreiling all over his back bumper, not letting him escape. He's got him a pack of 4 here. Guys behind him, not really, guys in front of him, not really saving tire, but Victor is on that tire saving strategy right now.
If we were to look in the back, I saw they were mixing it up a little bit there, but now we're going 2x2 for the lead.
I don't know, actually. How long is he going to be able to get there? Barrows to the outside.
No, not quite.
He's going to take air off that door of the 83. It's going to allow Noah Larson to pull away just a little bit here. Barrows still trying to get back to second. We'll go take a look back here where Dweldy, after getting spun, is currently trying to mix it up here in the number 15. He's gotten wrecked a few times already. That just spells out the Dweldy luck for you here in the OMA BRC. Involved in stuff that's not his fault. That one was his fault, but usually they're not his fault. Tim Brown here, always, we love Timmy. Car sparking in the corner. It almost looks like he has a tire down, but truthfully, it's just because of how low these Gen 6 cars sit in the racetrack. You think the next gen sit low, these Gen 6 cars, man, they're sparking on the apron.
Yeah, these cars, they're effectively just sealed to the ground. I mean, you look, there's no real room for air between the tarmac and the splitter. I mean, that's what causes the splitters to dig in here. I mean, we don't see it in iRacing, but we see it in real life. But because that's what causes these cars to be so glued up. Riley Ogle and Victor Bastiani going at it up front for, I believe that's 8th place. Or that's
That is
7th.
going to be for 12th right now, technically, because these guys are multiple laps down. Victor is 8 laps down, Ogle is 9, and Ryan Miniker is 7 behind them. So this is all the battle for the free pass position. Technically, I believe Miniker is going to have it because he's less laps down, but I'm not sure how that really works.
It says all of them are a lap down on the ticker, so I don't know where you're getting 7, 8, and 9 from.
Which is weird because it's saying Tim Moore's a lap down. My timing and scoring must be a little goofed up. So this is currently the race for the free pass, and, well, Victor's going to have to keep touch with that 24 for that free pass position. Nathan Barrows managed to snatch the lead away from Noah Larson.
Yet, I mean, these guys have completely pulled away. You can see the gap between the top 4 is roughly about half a second, but then if you look between Dylan Dreiling and Will Reagan, it's about 2.2 seconds. So they're in their own little world right now. And then Will rounds out the top 5, but he's almost he's just under 2.5 seconds now.
Oh, crash! There goes Matthew Creakin.
Save it. He saved it. Is there a caution?
Yes, there is. Caution waves here. Once again at Las Vegas. The 10 spins in the back. Good save from him. He's not even going to have to come down pit road yet. He's not even going to get that penalty. He's just going to...
Yeah, it might take tires. I saw the 10. He hit the wall, and then he just got loose, and then there was nowhere for the 83 of Dylan Dreiling to go, and he just turned him. It doesn't really look like he did, but I believe that's just Iracing net code.
All right, well, we'll get some info on
He,
that.
he was nowhere.
Victor,
he was nowhere
I
there.
have to pull you in here again, but while you're under yellow, could you ping the server since it's? I put a link in the lounge chat so you can grab it.
I guess.
Well, I want viewers.
You get no viewers.
Yeah, but
We got 6 people watching, so
we do have 6 people watching. So
I'm one of them.
Channel.
I'm one of them. So
yeah, I'm trying to.
Whoops, I pinged Michael somehow.
There's a few kinks to work out here in the broadcast, especially on this new channel. But we're getting them worked out. Next week definitely should be a lot better. I do have something cool that
I'm so cool.
Victor, I made this earlier. It'll take a minute to come up on the broadcast.
I'll see it in a moment. On the.
Yeah, why are my teammates like
Wow.
screwing me? I just needed Noah and Will to come down for fuel, and it didn't. I would have gone way around.
Yo, that's so cool.
What do you think of that, Victor?
I don't see anything yet. You're looking at Maddie on pit road.
Yeah.
You gotta see. You gotta look at the broadcast. You can't look on the stream.
I'm looking at the broadcast.
Okay, I didn't know.
When did you play it?
Well, I played it. Maybe it didn't come up on screen. Huh. Well,
No, it did. I watched it.
Yeah, I missed it.
that's okay. I'll show you later.
Okay, drag me back.
Okay. Good luck. Well, great race so far. This is our 4th yellow of the night, so Michael, I'm gonna throw you in there and you can go find out how many laps there are.
I'm gonna go on a ride. It'll be 96 to go this once we hit the line. Or I guess maybe it'll be 95. I'm not sure. They just said 96 to go.
All right. Whoever's watching, appreciate y'all out there. again, stream will be better next week. Hopefully we'll have an actual logo and some other stuff to work with. But again, this is all just, well, next week we're going to be on the MMCS YouTube channel. So that'll be kind of cool. We're going to have a few races on that for the chase specifically, just to grow this new channel and get everybody up to speed with it.
Well, this is about to be like real life NASCAR with how many channels we've been on.
Well, hopefully next year, next year, we will just be on this specific channel. But it's time to go back green flag racing. It's Noah Larson and Will Reagan on the front row for the restart hill. Will still looking for his first victory here in the OMA. Let's see if he can get it done tonight. Green flag.
Well, Zyron 1-2. That top lane just was not really organized, but the bottom lane was really set in stone as a lot of the guys from the bottom have gone up to the top. Here comes Tim Brown in the 17, throwing his hat into the ring for the first time tonight. Will Reagan has started on outside front row, and the restart has fallen all the way back to 6th.
See Tim to the back bumper. Dryling's going to give him a huge push down the front straightaway. He's going to get clear of DeWeldy. Noah's going to take the air off the 83's front nose. You see, that's dirty air blocking. That's exactly what you're going to do. And he's going to actually tag the wall off it. Tim Brown slips it a second. What a expert level play by the 17. 3 wide. Here comes Nathan Barrows through that bottom lane looking for it. Can he hang on to it? Car was sideways in the middle of the corner. Tim Brown for the lead here at Las Vegas. What a set of circumstances. The 17 takes it away.
17 finally having some good luck on his side. Remember last week or 2 weeks ago at Talladega, he almost ended his race upside down, but he ended it, at least pretty close, ending it with a blowover. But now he's out front. What a few weeks difference can make.
Through the middle of the corner, coming off turn number 4. Now Barrows takes that position. Larson's going to try to slot into line, but he gets shot out of it or makes the move, just has a huge run. Again, restarts here are always crazy here in 550, but dirty air will start to play a factor later on in the run. 3 wide, down the back straightaway, Noah Larson, and that's James Mendez and the number 15 of Eagles Welding.
Looks like Noah will back out, make it down to 2 wide, but now we're 2 by 2 this is for third. This is for bronze. DeWeldy, I think he's barely out in front of the 92. No, 92 out in front at the stripe. He'll clear, and the Matt Kenseth throwback is firmly up into third.
Yeah, here comes James Mendez, though. Sorry, Nathan Barrows. He's not going to let that number 17 of Tim Brown get away. Out of curiosity, is Tim Brown running the Coca-Cola cart tonight?
Yes, I'm seeing it right now.
I know, but that's
yes, that's what he's running. Yes.
Okay.
I was going to make him one, but unfortunately I ran out of time.
I'm going to just refresh my schemes real quick just to make sure no one's
I promise it's...
To the outside, what?
Oh, now you just put on a default scheme.
There we go. Tim Brown, that's Barrows on the outside of him, down the back straightaway here. Barrows going to get the run. Can he have him clear into turn 3? Might chop his nose.
Clear.
He's going to clear 90.
Clear by about a third of a car length. Is Tim able to get a run? I don't think he is. I think he's just going to try and bite his time and wait. Remember, still got a lot of racing left. I mean, we're about halfway through this first stage.
On board, you see the sparks coming off the number 90. Then trying to run the bottom, get a run with the draft down the back straightaway. Has to lift, entering 3.
Oh, he hit the apron.
Yeah, hit the apron. He's going to slip up a little bit. Mendez slots into 3rd. Chevy Ford here. Then there's Ethan DeWeldy after having to use, I believe, his fast repair. Is in 5th place. Then Will Reagan, Noah Larson, Tim Moore, Dylan Dreiling, and Tristan Murphy.
Yeah, now that we got a good run going, and I mean, I guess we had a little bit of chaos on the restart. Everyone is now kind of spread out a little bit. I mean, you got the top two running up at the front, but honestly, it feels like everyone else is sort of equally spread out.
Well, that's basically 550 for you, Michael. If you take a look here, this is Riley Ogle. He was a lap down, managed to, when the caution came out, he actually managed to be in front of Victor Imbasciani for the lucky dog spot. He took that. Beautiful scheme tonight in that number 24 machine. Back up front, Tim Brown still trying to make up some time on the number 90 at Barros, and you got Mendez behind them, Ogle and DeWeldy rounding out your top 5. Track position such a huge thing here, especially at the cookie cutter mile and a halfs in this car. So this shall be interesting.
Yeah. And this is really our first, at least hopefully not trying to jinx it, this is our first real long green flag run of the race so far. It's by far the longest one we've had with those opening first 4 cautions. I feel like with the 550 package, it's... Hold on, my brain just completely stalled out. You're going to have to take over here, Carter.
No, you're good. I honestly will kind of pick up where he's talking about battle for the lead. Here comes Tim Brown back underneath the Barros, trying to make a run for it. On the bottom, Barros going to have the run on the outside. This is going to bring James Mendez into this contest.
Oh, Tim trying to side draft him just a little bit, trying to pack some air on that number 90. Not quite able to do it. 17 going to be clear for a little bit, but Nathan should have the run off the top line. I believe give it to the 90 at the line.
There's only so much room Tim has on the bottom to be able to run away from Nathan coming down the track and side drafting him. That number 90 is going to use that to his advantage. Tim clears this time, but crossover from the 90 of Barros to the inside. Here he goes on Tim Brown. Entering turns 3 and 4. Mendez has to lift out of the gas due to dirty air. Barros slide job in front of the 17, but Tim's going to be able to possibly cross him over down the front straightaway. Let's see where he goes. Going to draft behind him.
He had the run, but his momentum got completely killed him. You saw he lost a little bit of time there, and James is also, like you said, entering the fight, but because of Tim's little bit of a checkup there, that's going to allow the 92 to have
Barros!
draft. Yeah, no, big moment there, and that's going to allow the 92 to be in draft range of the 17. He can close even more and officially enter this fight.
Well, this is very critical for everything. We're in the chase, so all of these points add up. We'll get a look at the points hopefully next week if I can figure out the graphics again. We're going to be taking a look at this all in R&D this week for the streams. But you see Tim on the outside now losing a little bit of time to the number 90. Number 92 of James Mendez is actually going to push in. That allows Tim Brown to make a move for the lead once again to the inside. Smart move by James. Tim can't get it done. James is going to go to his inside. Baby knows actually going to continue pushing him.
And we're now at lap 54. So, I mean, I feel like the eagerness is slowly going to rise up, and right now, I mean, everybody's really not trying to make too many aggressive moves, as we've seen. I mean, they've been wrecking a little bit, especially with the earlier part of the race, but now we're really starting to get into that middle slog of this stage before we award points. So we still got about another solid time before we get to that.
Well, Michael, you said the halfway is 96, right?
Yeah, 96.
And then total looks like we have 134 laps tonight.
Actually, yeah, no, that's not correct.
Yeah.
I was reading something else. I don't know where I got that number from. Correction. We're on lap 55, and let's see what. That's actually, you know, I'm just gonna put it in a calculator because
So how many total laps are there? 96?
No, there's 134 laps.
Yeah. So and lap 96 is the halfway.
Yeah. No, I was reading something else. So lap 67 is the halfway mark. So we're actually about 10 laps away. So it is kind of crunch time for these guys if they want this stage win. As we got a good fight for the lead. Oh, Tim! Oh, no! Oh, he gets turned!
Tim Brown over the grass! What a save! And he keeps the position!
Almost did the Tyler Reddick flipping through the quarter mile, but he saved it, and he's still going. He kept his spot.
What a move. Car was
the
hopping up and
unpaved-
down. Oh, he tags the wall.
Oh no!
That allows Mendez, to get past him here. But Tim Brown, what a move for the number 17 through the middle of the corner. Coming off the corner, got through the grass. Oh, he's going to get into Mendez. He turns him down the front straightaway.
Oh no! That might have been intentional. I'm not gonna say it was, but
Caution
it just
comes
looked
out.
like he just. It just looked like he just turned right on him. We're gonna have to take a look at that.
Well, I saw the wheels on that 17 turn ever so slightly to the right.
Hey, don't copy my the 2008 Chevy Rock and Roll 400 or whatever it was.
The 17 of Tim Brown gets into James Mendez. Remember, folks, these guys had a run-in at... I'm trying to think of the words. They had a run-in at North Wilkesboro where James completely got into Tim.
Well, while we have that, just saying longest green flag run of the day ends, and this is going to make the stage points, that race for it, even crazier because everyone's going to be all on top of each other.
Well, here's
Roll
Tim
the replay.
Brown. Let's roll the footage.
Did a net code there, I'll say that. I honestly can't really tell. I'm just not 100% sure. I wonder if there's a way we could get like onboard inside the cockpit for some wheel input.
In the cockpit, yeah, we'll go inside there.
That'll be the closest we can get to some SMT data, I guess. When it comes to just turning. No, I think the 90... Okay, well, based off that, I think the 92 just cleared himself because the 17 held his line.
He's going to be on pit road here. A bunch of guys are on pit road again. We're going to continue looking at this because this is very interesting to me. We're going to go to Blimp. Oh, 17 comes up, Michael, for sure.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just hard to tell from the... I guess I was wrong with the cockpit angle, but from that...
oh.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any net code there either. A rivalry is brewing here.
I think it's just from different angles. It looks like it's net code.
OMA VRC. This James Mendez actually stays out. Tim kind of getting into him, didn't really do anything to him, but yeah, rivalry brews here in the OMA. James Mendez and Tim Brown not agreeing. On how they do things. Lights are still on. I believe they'll be out this time.
Yeah, they're doubling up, so yeah, I believe we're about to get the one to go.
Yeah, lights are off. Matthew Greekin, who crashed earlier, is on the number 92's outside. A lot of these guys, though, what I'm worried about is they burn up their fast repair, and that could affect things here. But we'll have to kind of see where that kind of stands. 92 of James Mendez. Well, he's out front now. Looks like he probably stayed out after that, that spin. Phillips obtained the lead, but that's going to definitely hurt him because he's going to be on older tires compared, well, I'm not sure if the other guys took tires, but again, fuel economy wise will be a little bit worse.
Well, we are closing in on the stage. I believe we're going to restart with like just under 10 laps to go, so I can understand why the 92 stayed out, even though he spun and kind of maybe bald spotted his tires a little bit with that. But
we also got to keep in mind, Michael, we don't throw a caution for the halfway, so
yeah, I know, but stage points are still on the line. I think the
course.
92 is just trying to get any points he can get.
Well, that's very critical here in the OMA VRC chase. Mendez and Greek in front row here for the restart. Appreciate y'all. If you're out there watching right now, if you're
all
watching,
7 people.
Yeah, appreciate you. Time for Mendez and Greekin to lead us back down, ladies and gentlemen, to the restart zone. We're racing once again here at Las Vegas. Mendez leads us to
4 wide, almost 4 wide, but we're 3 wide all below the apron.
Brown all are in the mix here. Brown on the bottom. Mendez will clear. Barros behind him. If you're going to make your move on the leader, it's the time now. Restarts are very critical here in the 550 package. Mendez gets passed by Nathan Barros. He rockets to the lead. Here comes Riley Ogle on the bottom with help from Tim Brown. Side by side. There's the rivals side by side down the front straightaway. And here comes Tim Brown. 3 wide for second.
That's going to be a bit of a dive bomb. Also wanted to mention we're on lap 63, so 5 laps remaining until...
Oh, there we go!
Aborted. Matthew Greekins around to the back. Oh, into the tire barrier. That should bring out a caution.
Massive hit to the inside wall. We're still green. Barros rocketing up the track. Riley Ogle side by side with him. Only 5 laps left to the stage end. DeWeldy, look at the 15 car. He's made his way up here. He's battling with Tim Brown.
Yeah, best buds, 15-17, battling for bronze right now on the stage. Riley going to clear Nathan, but Nathan's going to do the crossover on the 24. Give it to Nathan Barros.
Not
for
yet.
A little bit.
Ogle's going to try to get on his side, take the air off his
air.
door. That allows the number 24 to get a run, but here comes the 15 of DeWeldy. He's looking at the inside. We are running out of racetrack here for these guys to run on. 3 wide for the lead here at Las Vegas. Look at this battle coming down with 4 laps to go here in the stage.
That was a very bold move from Ethan. Going to stay in 3rd place. He's kind of getting ganged up here on Tim Moore and Tim Brown, the Timmies. But he's still holding 3rd, so I guess it all worked out for him. As the 90 gets a little bit loose, don't cut your nose off. We're still going. 2 to go.
2 laps to go here before we award points for halfway. Everybody trying to win that honor as you see Ogle slipping up the track. Here comes Barros back to the inside. DeWeldy, look at 3! Oh my gosh, he's going to push the issue. Got forced onto the apron. Barros is loose in the middle of the corner. DeWeldy again looking for a 3 wide on the bottom. Tim Moore to the outside. White flag in halfway.
Points about to be awarded in about a mile. Riley Ogle leads out in front. He's just got to hold on, maybe arrow block for a little bit longer as they're side by side behind him. I think as long as no mistakes are made from the 24, he's got the stage win in the bag. But Nathan's coming back though.
Could get a run down the front straightaway. We know how banger runs are going to happen here coming off turn 4. He's looking. Can he get him? Pushing it down the front straightaway. Ogle takes the stage victory, but second place points are still great for the number 90. No yellow coming out for this one, folks. We are still racing.
I think now, as you can see, now everybody's single file. I think now everybody's going to calm down just a little bit. Not saying it's going to be all like super boring or anything like that, but I think that that for just a little bit, everybody's going to cool it down a little bit now. There's nothing on the line for a little bit, and yeah, I mean, we're halfway through this race, so almost to the finish, I'll say that. I'm not really making sense.
No, you're good, Michael. Halfway through the race here. Number 2 now, down the front straightaway, less than 60, sorry, turn 4, less than 67 laps to go. Kind of taking a look back here, guy who slipped back a little bit, Tim Brown, slipped all the way back to 8th, right behind Noah Larson, Ethan DeWeldy, and Andrew Passiani, look at him battling with the number 15 of Ethan DeWeldy. DeWeldy's going to kind of in front of him here, take the air off his nose, single file train currently. Back to the inside. Here comes the 34. Does not have the run. Well, clean air is very critical here, Michael, and you got to keep that in mind as we get later into the race.
Yeah, the only person with clean air right now is the 24 of Riley Ogle, but besides having that advantage, everybody's still all packed up in a single file line. With I believe that's Ryan in the back, who's sorry, no, that's not Ryan. It's somebody. I couldn't tell who it was. It looks like a white car. I thought it was Matthew for a moment, but Matty's on pit road. I think he's out of the race. It just hasn't registered yet on the ticker.
Yeah, he's on pit road. I believe he's either getting damage spread or he is out of the race. Right now, though, that's a battle back there. That's with Noah Larson. This is for 6th place. Battle with Ethan Weldy. They kind of swap lanes there. You see Victor Massiani in front of them. Part-timer here running, I believe, is going to run the rest of the chase besides Homestead. And he will be full-time next year here in the OMA VRC. He takes that spot away. He's up to 4th. Good luck so far for the 34.
Oh, I made that paint scheme, by the way. Riley leads.
Ogle with clean air. You see Dryling slipping up the track back there. That is going to air block Noah Larson, who's going to have to drop back to 7th behind the Weldy. And Baziani's just running some clean laps here. He's just trying to gain on multi-time champ Tim Moore in the 74. I've heard a lot this week about how this track in the, it races like a NASCAR Heat 5 race here. And, well, that should bode well for a lot of the veterans here, like a Victor or a Tim, just because they were in the glory days of the Heat 5 League. The Heat 5 drove a lot like these cars, apparently. So, very interesting on that end. You see Ogle coming off turn 4. Down the back straightaway, Barrows behind him. Clean air is just very critical. He just keeps ripping the bottom. Barrows is just following him down there after getting clean air on the nose entry. Dry lane down here. Looking for a spot. That's on to Weldy. Oh, here comes to Weldy below him, Bassiani. Car kind of wiggles behind him. Weldy still potentially looking for the spot. Can't get it done. Everybody still tucked up right on each other. Back into 1 and 2.
Yeah. Very surprised everyone is kind of running in a single file line as well. I mean, Victor got a little bit loose there, so actually, now that I say that, got a little bit of action going on with Ethan and Dylan trying to make the pass on the 34,
Whoa!
But 15 actually really had to check up there. I wonder if he's trying to let 34 back out ahead.
No, he definitely just got loose right there in the middle of the point.
There's a bit of a connection between Victor and Team Zyron, so that was my theory there. But now we got a little bit of chaos going on. But what I was trying to say is also they said the 550 was kind of, they wanted it to be like a super speedway package. As goodness, gosh, I cannot get my thoughts out tonight. These guys. Shoot. Oh yeah, they wanted to race like a super speedway. I mean, we had it for a moment with the single file choo-choo racing. As remember in the Gen 6, we used to have that like a lot.
There comes Tim Moore. He takes the spot right in front of Barrows. Great position gaining from the 74, running a lane off the bottom. Barrows slips up the racetrack, gonna have to catch it, almost tags the wall, luckily keeps it off, but that's gonna allow Victor Bassiani to pounce on him. Barrows almost wasn't clear there. Victor's gonna kind of give him a little shove up the hill, saying, hey, you weren't really clear there, I kind of gave you a break. That allows Weldy to get to the outside of Bassiani. Side by side is the 34 and the 15. Here we go. Battle for the lead. Tim Moore looking for a win this season here in the OMA. What a opener to the chase it would be. After getting suspended for 2 races, you come back and you win your first race back.
Yeah, Tim's had, not only with that, but he's also just had a bit of a rough season. I believe he has not gone to victory lane at all this season. But I mean, today is a really good chance. He knows in his mind he cannot blow this opportunity. And and he's in a good spot right now. Just needs to make sure he can get to the end. We're on lap 81, so we got around 50 to go. So we're not quite in the closing stages of this race, but we're getting closer to like the middle portion of the stage. Big moment for Imbassiani back there in the green car.
Yeah, and Noah Larson's looking on the 34 now, tagging the wall, getting into turn number 1. Got to be very mindful about that. Don't want to tag it too many times. Barrows up the track again. He's having to lift a lot, get out of the gas there. That 90 car is probably... Yeah, 3 wide back there. That's a Bastiani. He's going to give up the spot to Noah and Dreiling, it looks like. Side by side again. DeWeldy and Barrows. This is for third.
Nathan was leading this race, and now he's gone all the way back to 4th. That's unfortunate, but just with the 550 package, it's very easy to lose the lead if you do make a mistake, and it just costs you a lot. But if you're able to hold a steady wheel, then
battle for the lead.
Battle for the lead. Yeah, but no, I feel like we kind of said this before. I'm kind of repeating myself. Also, I saw Matty Greekin back out on track. He is 19 laps down.
Not very. That's at least good for him coming back out on track. But again, that's not good for him in the chase. I'm not sure if he made the chase. I'll have to check up on that.
It's not good for his points.
Not good for his points either way. Down the back straightaway here. Tim Moore had to look for the lead. Couldn't get it done.
Yeah, I know he's still been second despite all the musical chairs we had up at the front. Nathan has a shot of falling out of the top 5. It's getting a little bit tight for 4th place. Gonna hold on to it. Victor gonna take it 3 wide. DeWeldy gonna get split. 34 on the apron. Gonna try and make the move there, getting close.
He'll take it.
Victor, yeah, he's gonna clear. They're actually gonna all single file out, so Victor moves up into the podium places.
Yeah, DeWeldy's gonna push and don't want to really lose contact with the lead guys right there. That's Tim Moore and Riley Ogle, who are starting to pull out just a little bit to a lead. You see Barrows behind them, side by side with DeWeldy now. DeWeldy cuts in front of him. Take 4th. He's looking for a spot on Victor again. Here he comes to the inside. Can he put the power down to the corner? Well, they're basically all out here.
Yeah, momentum, big thing with this package. Like we said, we stress it over and over and over again. It's just very important with the moves that you make to make sure to not kill your momentum, or else you're going straight to the back. So effectively, the people that are really good on super speedways can thrive in this style of package, but you also do need to have some good wheelman skills, I guess. Ethan coming back on the 34, but again, killing the momentum. What is he doing?
Look at this. 19 laps down. Looks like he must have gotten most of the damage repaired, because I believe those fresh tires are working well for that number 10 car.
Yeah, I believe this is now our longest green flag run that we've had. So everybody's pretty much on a worn out tire, so the 10 is trying to push, trying to just get anything he can get, even though he knows he doesn't have a shot at the win. He knows that it's never over until it's over, so he's trying to see if maybe someone can wreck out and maybe can just pick up a few points, and that might not be possible if he doesn't run his best.
Yeah, keep getting those laps back, make those tires last if you're in the number 10 right now. Greekin really starting to make up some spots here.
Yeah.
Again, nothing for position yet, but you see he's just making up technical spots on the racetrack, trying to get one of his laps back. Oh, Barrows tags the wall, coming off 2 again. Yeah, Greekin just cannot be challenged here. He's going to give Tim Moore a little bit of dirty air right there. Still out Ogle.
Just let him go.
Yeah, just let him go at this point. No reason to fight the leader like Robbie Gordon did.
I mean, he is going to hold up the 24 a little bit, compromise his line slightly, but not by much. We'll see if maybe Tim or Victor, somebody can pounce on that. But with that, congratulations, Matthew Greekin. You are now only 18 laps down. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be positive.
Well, 18's better than 19.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, here comes Tim Moore for a run.
44 laps to go as we hit the line last time. We're coming up on. Oh wait, no. Oh, I got fooled by Matty. That's not lap traffic because he's actually faster.
Here comes Tim Moore to the outside, trying to look for a spot and a way around the number 24 of Riley Ogle.
I will be right back. I'm gonna go get some strategy information.
All right. Bastiani still holding off the number 15 of Ethan DeWeldy right there. Down the back straightaway once again. We're kind of getting a little bit squirrely back here. That's Tim Brown in front of Will Reagan, Tristan Murphy.
Just got a report from Tim Brown. He said max he can go is till 120. So we are gonna have to, if this goes green, we are gonna have to make a pit stop before this race is over. So still some strategy involved.
Now one last pit stop for everybody.
But if we get a caution, though, we can make it to the end, I believe, because if I'm crunching my numbers correctly in my head with how long this run has been, a caution would be about roughly the same exact run. So we could go green to the end if we get a pit stop right now.
Yeah, that will work in these guys' favor, but you can't bank on a caution. You're going to have to play the strategy is if we run green, and right now these guys have one more pit stop left in them. And Bastiani still holding off to Weldy right there for third place. Good run for the 34. This is only one of his few starts here in the OMA this season so far. I believe he's running the rest of the season. You see now to Weldy looking back to the inside. Victor will keep holding him off here. Right on his back bumper. Down the front straightaway. Weldy's going to almost wall Nathan Barros right there. Tim Moore still trying to find a way around the 24 of Riley Ogle, who's doing a great job of air blocking. As you see now, down the back straightaway, Nathan Barros trying to split to Weldy. Victor on the outside of this battle is going to take the air off the door of the 15.
Really going to put the 34 up the racetrack. You saw that wiggle right there.
Oh, I did.
Nathan probably going to take the spot here, but he got blocked by DeWeldy, so he'll get the 34, but he's not going to get that extra spot and potentially get up into third. But actually, hang on, he's coming.
Whoa!
And he's washing up the track.
Washing up the track. DeWeldy definitely deserves that. He did that just to Victor, so a little bit taste of his own medicine for the 15.
Yeah, but ironically, he comes out smelling like a rose still.
Yeah, but that allows Victor to get back to him. We'll have to see how he feels about that and get run up the racetrack just a little bit. It is a racing move, yes, but oh, wow.
Oh, contact.
Bastiani, Nathan Barros. We got a battle for the lead, though. Here comes Tim Moore around the outside of Riley Ogle. He's trying to make it work. Keeps it off the wall, down the back straightaway. Can Tim Moore manage to dethrone Riley Ogle after leading all these laps? Look at that. Wow. I think Riley Ogle's coming to pit road. He realizes, hey, Tim's faster. Time to come to pits and bail on this. Victor and Bastiani as well. Nathan Barros. Look at this, Michael. We have, well, you know what we have here? We have a little bit of short pitting. Everybody can make it to the end from here.
I would say ideally you'd want to get a happy medium between the two. If we do go green to the end, remember Tim said that he can go until 120. So ideally, I would pit with the next 10 laps. But I guess since your pit window is open,
A bunch of guys coming to pit road. DeWeldy, Noah, Tim, Reagan, Dreiling, all coming down pit road. We're racing off pit road right now. Ogle gets going. Victor Bastiani, Barros as well. Here we go. Tim Moore still out on track. This is where the pit strategy is going to kind of come into play. Well, these guys have the advantage of pitting one lap early. You know, DeWeldy's still on pit road.
He might have been speeding on pit road because I believe Iracing can hold you for speeding instead of giving you a pass through.
Nope, he's good.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what the issue. Okay, these are just normal pit stops. I thought he came in a lot earlier.
No, they're
so
very
my
slow.
apologies on that. Yeah, Tim still
Moore's
has not
on
pit yet.
track. These guys are coming off. There's Ogle. And Bassiani roaring through turns 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. He's going to get Will. He can't
Jeez
get
Louise.
to Weldy. And Bassiani cycles behind the 1541 and the 17. That is not going to be fun for them. And Tim Moore is going to lose so many positions now after this. Well, they're a lap down, but we're going to have to see how many positions he does lose. But Tristan Murphy cycles to the lead. I don't believe he's pit just yet.
Yeah, he has not pit yet. There's no way.
Ryan Miniker, I don't believe is pit either. Riley Ogle the first on this strategy. And Bassiani gets in front of Tim Brown. Looking on the back bumper of the 15. And roaring down the front straightaway here. That's going to allow... there's Tim Moore. Ogle goes past. There's Miniker who hasn't pit. And then the rest of them. Noah Larson, honestly, and Nathan Barrows, one of the biggest benefits of this. Tim Moore cycles almost to the rear of the field. Not the rear. There's a few guys behind him, but in the back, you see Tim Moore on the bottom. Bassiani. Side by side, down the front straightaway. That's your final pit stop for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Less than 34 laps remain. Tim's got to get him up the track a little bit. Victor's been out there a little bit longer than the 74. Miniker, look how slow he is down the back straightaway. Whoa! Net code there. Moore got into the 54, I think, or the 54 to tag the wall trying to avoid. There are going to be some hard battles here. But this is kind of where, Michael, you also got to keep in mind, you know, tire differences and dirty air is going to really play a factor.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm multitasking. That's why it sounds like I'm not focused. I had to take care of something kind of important. Victor not Victor. Who's the driver? Nathan in a great spot right now. I know he's 1 second, 1.2 seconds behind Riley Ogle, but maybe, just maybe, he can catch up there. I just think he and Noah Larson definitely the biggest benefits, as you said. I think if they could get up to the front, I think they definitely have the equipment to win this race and the know-how.
It's a side-by-side right now. This is a battle between the Weldy and Moore, and not much of a battle anymore. Moore will take that spot away, and I think this might be the strategy for the 74. Basically use everybody as a pick with the draft and use those more fresh tires to make up your spots again. I don't hate that strategy, honestly. Well, saving tires is going to be very critical. We're just kind of jumping through the field here. Dylan Dreiling, Will Reagan did not have the greatest pit stops. Ryan Miniker and Tristan Murphy have slipped back. They must have pit. Well, the 24 of Ogle still out front. This is where we're going to have to settle in for the later half of the run. Or, you know, the last run of the race here, Michael. This is where things are going to kind of, you know, who's going to have the best tire saving ability and racecraft here.
Yeah, no, definitely. Just got to manage yourself for a little bit, and then once we get to like 15 to go, that's when it's crunch time.
Tim Moore in a little bit of a draft train here with Ethan DeWeldy, Victor Bassiani, Tim Brown. Just going to have to try to keep this up.
I mean, they have a lot of momentum going. You can see if you look at the ticker, they're gaining a lot of time. Tim Moore's brought the gap. I mean, it's going up just a little bit because of the corner, but they brought the gap down to about 2 seconds, and it's still going down.
Well, that means they're gaining a lot of time on Noah Larson and Nathan Barrows, but they've gained a lot of time on, there's Matthew Greekin right there, but they've gained a lot of time on Riley Ogle. So this is kind of where, you know, you have your give and take. And you see right here, down in the end of the race, everybody wants to go take. But you also got to keep in mind that you guys are not going to catch unless you work together. And now the field is kind of regrouped up. Noah Larson on the back bumper and Nathan Barrows. He is going to go below it for a pass. He's going to easily take it. He's in draft range of the 24. These guys still have a little bit of work to do here. To catch these top three.
Yeah, Tim Moore, I mean, he's only got the gap to about 1.7 seconds. Still plenty of time left, but you don't want to push too quickly, though, because then you're going to burn all your stuff off, and then you got nothing at the end. So that's just what you got to worry about. But yeah, gap 1.7, 1.6 seconds. They're closing, but just ever so slightly. Just try not to do it, like I said, too harsh, or else then you are going to lose all of your tires at the end of the run.
Here comes Noah Larson. He's got a run on Ogle.
Oh, boy.
To the outside. 41 has a run. Can he make the outside work? Use the side draft. Take the air off the door of the 24. He's going to dive it in. He can't clear him just yet. Side by side for the lead here in Las Vegas. Noah holds true on the outside. He'll take the position. New leader, 41 of Noah Larson. What a run to the top spot.
Yeah, Noah was your pole sitter. This is the first time since the initial start of the race that he's been up in the lead. This might be the first lap he's led all evening so far. Not 100% sure, but he's out in front when it matters the most. Coming up to, I believe, when we hit the stripe, this will be, I think this is 23 to go.
Around that area, I will tell you, honestly, Mike, you got to keep this in mind as well. Well, Noah started on pole, so
That's what I said.
A win from the pole is going to be very critical. Not for points or anything, just for bragging rights. Just shows that this number 41 has arrived. Taking a look here at Tim Moore. He's the only one of those guys back there who have managed to almost catch the number 90, but he's actually doing a favor to Duwaldi and Bassiani and Brown. They're all three drafting just a little bit here back here. Hopefully that's going to help them, but Tim Moore's on those fresher tires has actually managed to catch these guys. This will be interesting how tire strategy is going to affect the end of the race here at Las Vegas.
Tim, he is right there. He has a shot at the win. This time we hit the line, 20 laps to go. So it's pretty much on from here. I mean, once again, not quite 100% yet, but we're almost there. So it's there. It's going there. Nate, very, very loose. I saw it going in. I saw it going into the turns 3 and 4, but I just wasn't 100% sure if I was being deceived by the camera. But then I saw off the corner, he got very loose. And that's going to allow Tim to get up into the podium places, and now he's within half a second of Noah.
Well, this is going to shake things up for sure. You know, we saw how much tires made a difference for Greekin versus the rest of the field when he drove his way through the field to get one of his laps back. You see now, here comes Tim Moore. He's going to split him almost 3 wide on the bottom. He's going for the lead. He's going to almost have it. What a move! Tim Moore to the lead. Here comes Noah Larson back to the inside. Can't make it happen. What a move from the 74. The tires are paying off.
Can Tim Moore, if I remember correctly, Carter will correct me, can Tim Moore get his first win of the season?
I believe that's
tonight
correct.
looks like tonight looks like to be the night. I mean, he's got the perfect circumstances. I think the only thing that could derail him is the competition, the caution, or maybe just having a mistake.
Well, Ogle under the number 41 of Noah Larson. Hard battle here. That's for the second position. Down the back straightaway, side by side. Barrows kind of keeping contact with these guys as well. This is allowing Tim Moore to kind of drive off. You see Ogle up the track, running Noah really high. Again, that's, you know, that's a tool you have in your tool belt here, but it's not something you want to do regularly because that's going to start frustrating the drivers who you are racing against. Nice Las Vegas themed scheme for Noah Larson there in the 41 down the back straightaway. Put a lot of work into that. But Tim Moore all out front here. Noah's at second. Well, Michael, we're coming down to crunch time.
I mean, yeah, we're here now. Just over 15 laps to go. I believe next time by we'll hit 15 to go. Tim Moore, your leader. Can he bring it home? I think he's just hoping to not get a caution because he's in the best spot of everyone right now.
He's got the best tire advantage. That's what I'm going to go on right now. That 74, you see, he's just ripping the bottom. And these guys back here, while they do have draft, these guys are not running as clean laps. You see Barros again loose off turn number 4. He's been loose off 4 and 2 all day long. Tagged the wall on multiple occasions in both. But he's still running at 4th right now. DeWeldy, Dembassiani, and Tim Brown have all just unfortunately have kind of lost touch back here. DeWeldy's closing in, I would say. He's definitely closing in. You see now Larson up the track. Can they catch Tim Moore? A lot of laps remain. $14 to go. To the bottom, there's Larson, slips up the track, gonna try to run the wall, coming off turn number 4, then drop down back below here. Ogle on the apron looking for a way around the number 41 for second place. Tim Moore's not gotten away like I kind of expected it to. He definitely had to drive his tires a little bit harder than the rest of the guys for sure, I would say at least, because he had to drive through the field there. Well, this is it. 12 laps remain here at Las Vegas, the inaugural race of the Chase and the inaugural race on this channel, Vortex TV. Your broadcasting home for the OMA VRC. Next week, we will be on the MMCS YouTube channel. Tune in for that. Our first of 3 races on that channel for the Chase. Daytona is either going to be 87s or it will be pickup trucks, which that will be very interesting. Kind of see there. Tim Moore pulled it away. DeWeldy trying to catch Barros for 4th spot. All right, 10 laps to go.
I just keep worrying that we're going to get a caution or something that's going to derail Tim Moore's race because so many times he's had shots, but it's just he just hasn't really had enough. It's not that he's really gotten screwed or anything. It's just he's come up short a lot of the times, like more just straight up.
Well, yeah, and you just got to keep in mind if you're that 74, you know. Run clean laps. Don't worry about a yellow. Yellow, you can't change anything. Clean laps, you can affect that a lot. And right now, he's running clean laps. Pulling away from Noah Larson. Just got to put this race on rails and to bed with 9 laps to go. Coming to 8 here. This is still the battle for second as Ogle not going away off the bumper of Noah Larson. I don't believe Noah made the chase. So,
no, there's no way.
Yeah, there's no way he made the chase. So these points are a lot more critical for that number 24, Riley Ogle. But Noah Larson's not just going to, you know, get rid of a second place. As you see, here we go, down the back straightaway.
Yeah, slightly off topic, but I just noticed Matthew Greekin is retired from the race. So 10 car out, he will finish in 13th.
Oh, now Larson up the track again. Here comes Barrows. Kind of once you get on the outside of somebody and they have the momentum, you got, if there's somebody behind them, you just got to kind of get along for the ride. This is now Riley Ogle's chance to go chase down Tim Moore in the 74. Can he do it? Strongest car all day. 7 laps to go here at Las Vegas.
I think there's a possibility that Riley can run him down. I think he has the raw speed, but I just think also with a bit of the tire disadvantage, I just think Tim's got it again, unless if some other weird circumstance happens.
It's one thing to catch him, it's another thing to pass him. And in 550, that phrase rings so true. Currently, with the 24, you know, he's got to now run hard, catch that number 74, while Tim's able to just run in clean air, save his tires. But you also got to keep in mind that he's going to have to pass him, and that's going to be hard because the 24, well, it's 550. Let's be honest with ourselves. Tim has the massive advantage of being able to aero block. Ogle kind of on an island all by himself.
Up to 4 to go this time. I've just noticed he just hasn't really put a dent in the gap at all. It's just been hovering around 1.2, 1.3 seconds. There's really been no gain at all.
Well, that's what Tim Moore loves to hear right now. He's just pulled away. Still single file back here. Ogle. Here's on board with him. Three laps to go. He's around that area. It's just so hard for that 24 to gain any time because Tim just has such an advantage of being out by himself. 2 to go coming up.
Yeah. Oh, no, I was saying gap is now up to 1.5 seconds. So Tim Moore is gaining, and he just wants to get to that white flag, and hopefully he can take his first win of the OMA VRC season, or whichever one this is. I don't really remember.
Yeah, he definitely is wanting that, and that would be a chase opener win for the number 74. That's exactly what he wants to do. Into 3 and 4, coming off turn number 4. Coming to the line. White flag here for Tim Moore. Can't say enough about this guy. Experience, multi-time champion for the number 74. This season, though, it's been a season to forget. Had not had the race-winning speed. Has not been able to get to victory lane. Got suspended, for Christ's sake. Though he's missed the last 2 races. He was coming into the chase with his head hung low, but today it's going to be raising high because Tim Moore's going to win here at Las Vegas in the VRC opener. Wow. Shocking win for the 74.
Fantastic result for the 74. I mean, as we mentioned with all the storylines he's had, with all the pressure he's been under this year, finally gets his first win of the year. Better late than never. Riley Ogle, Nathan Barrows, Ethan no, I was trying to read some. Riley Ogle, Nathan Barrows, Ethan Duweldy, Tim Brown, your top 5. Noah Larson, Victor Bassiani, Will Reagan, Dylan Dreiling, Tristan Murphy, your top 10. And James Mendez in 11th. Ryan Menaker, 12th, 2 laps down. And then Matthew Greekin finishes dead last out of the race.
See Tim Brown right across the line. Tim Moore doing burnouts.
I think the 2 Tims should do a burnout together. That'd be really funny.
Burning it down here at Las Vegas, rightfully so. What a win for the 74. Well earned. Gonna go right up to the wall, park it right there. He's gonna burn it down even more. We're gonna head over to the OMA server for interviews.
I'll be there.
Oh! Tim Brown gets plowed by Will
Oh,
Reagan right
ruh-roh.
there.
Oh, no, I just saw it on the broadcast.
That's not fun. All
Well,
right,
Tim
we'll
Moore
pull-
is here, so yeah, we can pull him in.
Let's pull in our winner,
I'm on.
Tim Moore. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Suspended by yourself for 2 races. You come back and you win. I mean, what a story that is. How you feeling, man?
Oh, I mean, just a huge relief off my back. You know, it's been a tough drought this season. Like, listen, I won Indy. I was coming to the white flag, right?
Oh, you did.
And,
Yeah.
you know, so it's like I won back at Indy, and you know, I was coming tight to the white flag. I was gonna win that race, and then unfortunately, a Selpson brings out the caution. All I can think about these last 10, 15 laps, I'm like, man, I hope they don't crash behind me. But I don't know. I did a lot of practice for the long run. Didn't focus on any qualifying this week, and I mean, just it's a big payoff. You know, races that matter. Unfortunately, I wish I could have done a little bit better in the first half, but you know, strategy just didn't fall my way. And luckily, there at the end, I figured how I could push a little bit harder while still trying to, you know, save the tire, which was my goal. And there, I mean, I think it was a 3-lap margin between Riley and I on tires. So
Oh, yeah.
it paid big dividends. I didn't think I was going to be as close as I was, as quick as I got there, but them racing kind of helped me out a big bit. And man, I don't know what to say. There's some races for me where it's like, man, it's like I'm back into them here and there. Definitely had that season 11, 12 in the playoffs to start, ironically, at Las Vegas back then. This one is probably one of my more earned victories on the iRacing side of things. I mean, I've wanted this one badly. This is one of my best tracks, so good to start off the playoffs on a positive note. But, I mean, man, that was... I'll tell you what, this Gen 6, it's interesting because it's something completely different from what we raced on. It's funny, you talk about the 87s last week or 2 weeks ago, about how on edge and loose it was, but that wasn't fully wearing the right rear tire off. Here, I mean, it was a struggle to want to go 60 laps and not burn off the right rear. The car completely drove off the right rear, and now I can understand why Jimmy Johnson won 7 championships.
Yeah, well, you got it done today, man. Congratulations. Such a cool story for you. Definitely proud of you. You know, multi-time champ, finally getting back into victory lane in a NASCAR car. Of course, you won Indianapolis. Won that crown jewel, but, you know, you always want to win here in the NASCAR, one of the NASCAR cars, and you open the chase with a win. Congratulations to you, man.
Yeah, thank you guys. And I mean, for me, this is one step in the plateau because now I got to go get my next one. My 55th would be up next, and that would tie me on top of the all-time wins list with Drew. So
Well, that's
that
what
is
you
if
want,
Drew
isn't
doesn't
it?
come back in. He's waiting to do his one-off sometime in the playoffs to come in and show up and win a race to try to stay on top. So one away from the all-time wins list. So that's the next goal. We got to go get that.
A battle between veterans here in the chase, not for points, but for bragging rights. So thank you, Tim Moore. Now we'll pull in Riley Ogle coming up just short, finishing second, but a race that puts everybody else on notice. Coming in here, you led a lot of laps, and now, how do you feel?
I feel okay after that one. I was obviously, you know, with the point reset, me being like, I think just 11 ahead of Mateo, I was like, not obviously with since I was like, I had a huge point gap at that point. And I was like, all right, I have to have a good race here. And I think I did. I pretty much did. I did get wrecked initially, like I think at lap 15, and I had to tow. But luckily, we had enough cautions to get myself back into winning position. Won the stage after a very good battle with Nathan. And then I probably could have won if things went different. I think if I probably tried to pit more closer to when Tim did, I pitted probably a little too early.
Mm-hmm.
So thinking back, if I pitted more close to Tim, he probably wouldn't have been able to run me down as fast. And then battling with Noah too at the end didn't exactly help either. But the P2's a good day. I'll take it.
P2, good day for you, man. I look forward to seeing what you could do here in the chase. Hopefully next week we're actually going to have a graphic, be able to show people what the battle is looking like. But again, definitely proud of that P2 for you. Good job today. Hopefully you go win the next one.
Yep, thank you.
And finally, the guy who could not keep it off the turn 2 or turn 4 wall. Man, I swear you were pulling it to the left all race long. Nathan Barros, man, finishing third tonight, podium place. How is that feeling opening up the chase? I believe you're in the chase, right?
Yeah. I mean, it feels good. I just wish I was able to put together like a better finish. I mean, I'm so happy with third, don't get me wrong, but still want to win, and
Of course.
felt like I felt like I was faster than Riley the majority of the race, and I knew I wasn't gonna be able to beat Tim with the pit strategy he was working with.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if I pitted like a lap or two earlier, I might have been able to get Riley, because I kind of got stuck behind two people fighting, and that cost me like a second on Riley and Tim right before the pit stops.
Well, honestly, I'll tell you this. I was watching you all race, and I swear your car was drifting coming off the corners, just keeping it out of the wall. But you didn't tag it, which is incredible. So you should definitely go to like dirt racing or something, because you definitely got that mentality. But man, how does this, third place momentum's a real thing in the sport. We all know it. How does that feel kind of opening up into the chase? How are you going to kind of take this going on to next week at Daytona?
It feels good, because I mean, I got stage points, finished third, really good points today. Probably gonna be like second or third in points. I mean, I'm gonna be in the fight. Looking forward to Daytona, and I feel pretty confident on super speedways. I feel like I'll be able to carry this momentum going forward. I'm just hoping that next week goes as well as this week did for me.
Yeah, well, it was fun watching you out there. I hopefully will see you up front next week leading that race.
I hope so too.
I'm just reading right here. Noah was subbing for Mateo Mitchell today. Just want to let the broadcast know, everybody. Noah was subbing for Mateo Mitchell. Is designated for the race. So whatever points he earns, Mateo scores. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. All right. Well, thank you, Nathan Barros. Go win next week at Daytona.
All right, I'll try my best. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, it's been a fun night here of racing here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for kind of working with us with all the quirks of the broadcast. We are hopefully going to have a bunch of this fixed next week again. Going to go into R&D, going to figure out how we can make this a little bit better. But next week, we're on the MMCS YouTube channel. I look forward to seeing you all there. Want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week.